What's good, Stranger Things fam? It's your boy from Explainverse back with another deep dive into the Stranger Things Season 5 teaser that's got us all losing our minds. I've watched this teaser again. Yep, I'm obsessed. And I've spotted some juicy hidden details that are just begging to be unpacked. This teaser might be short, but it's packed with clues, and with a treasure trove of leaks and rumors floating around on X, we've got plenty to work with. So grab your walkie-talkies, crank up some 80s tunes, and let's break down these moments, spin some wild theories, and figure out what the Duffer Brothers are cooking up for the final chapter of our favorite Hawkins saga. Spoiler alert. If you're not caught up or want to stay spoiler-free, you might want to hit pause. Otherwise, let's dive into the Upside Down and get this party started. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty, can we just talk about how this teaser is a total game-changer? It's like the Duffer Brothers took a syringe full of nostalgia, injected it with pure chaos, and served it up with a side of Vecna-level menace. In just a minute, they've reminded us why Stranger Things is the ultimate blend of heart, horror, and 80s vibes, while teasing the apocalyptic showdown we've been waiting for. From Will's bone-chilling run, scream to Eleven's panic attack. Every frame is dripping with clues about Season 5's story. And with leaks from last December's filming wrap giving us extra context, we're about to piece together a puzzle that's wilder than a Demogorgon on a rampage. Let's break it down, scene by scene, and throw in some theories that'll make your head spin faster than a Dungeons & Dragons dice roll. Let's start with the moment that's got the entire internet in a chokehold. Will Byers' gut-wrenching run, scream. Holy Hawkins, this scene is pure terror. Will's voice is so raw, so desperate, it's like he's staring into the abyss, and the abyss is staring back. This moment alone has sparked a million theories, and I'm here to add fuel to the fire. In my last breakdown, I floated the idea that Will might be screaming to save Eleven, who could be trapped or escaping from Vecna's clutches. But now, I'm seeing another angle, one that's darker, heavier, and way more emotional. There's a persistent rumor from X that Will might sacrifice himself to save his friends. Yeah, I know, it hurts to even think about. Picture this. Will, who's been tied to the Upside Down since that fateful night in Season 1, realizes Vecna's coming for him, again. Leaked set photos from last December show Will filming alone in a forest, surrounded by an upside-down setup, staring upward like he's under Vecna's mind control, just like we saw in Season 4's finale. Could this be the moment he decides to face Vecna head-on to protect Mike, Joyce, and the gang? Maybe he's screaming run to get everyone else to safety while he takes on the monster solo. Here's my theory. This scene is from the climactic episodes, possibly in Volume 3, rumored to drop on New Year's Eve, December 31st, 2025. Will knows Vecna's obsession with him makes him the ultimate target. So he lures Vecna into the Upside Down, sacrificing himself to give his friends a fighting chance. The leaked forest setup suggests Will ends up isolated, maybe even dragged into the Upside Down by Vecna himself. That scream? It's not just fear, it's Will's final stand, telling his friends to escape while he faces his worst nightmare. I'm not crying, you're crying. But hold that thought, there's more to this scene, and we'll circle back to it. Next up, we've got the military base scene, and oh boy, it's a doozy. We see Mike trying to protect everyone, Joyce with Will on her shoulder, and a mysterious new character floating in the air. Meanwhile, Vecna's breaking through the floor like he's auditioning for a horror movie, and the military is surrounding him, guns drawn. This is Avengers Endgame level chaos, fam. The red blinking lights, the tension, the sheer scale. It's clear this is a major turning point in Season 5. Let's unpack this. In my last breakdown, I mistakenly thought the floating figure was a young Will, hinting at time travel. My bad, fam. I'm owning that one. But now, I'm convinced this is a new character. This character could be a victim of Vecna's mind control, floating like Max did in Season 4. The military base setting ties into another leak that Vecna launches a full-scale attack here, possibly in Episode 3 or later. The floor-breaking moment, that's Vecna making his grand entrance ready to wreak havoc. My theory: this scene follows the garage safehouse moment from the teaser, where Joyce, Will, and Jonathan were hiding from a creature pounding on the door. After escaping that attack, Joyce likely rushes Will to the military base for protection, thinking it's safe. Big mistake. Vecna follows, crashing through the floor with his army of Demobats, Demogorgons, or maybe something even worse. Mike's there, trying to hold everyone together, but Will realizes Vecna's after him. That's when he screams, "Run!" Not just to save his friends, but to draw Vecna's attention away from the group. The new character floating? They might be a key to Vecna's plan, maybe another psychic kid like Eleven or Kali, caught in his web? Oh, Eleven, our waffle-loving hero. This scene hits like a punch to the gut. We see Elle in full-on panic mode, hands on her ears, blood dripping from her nose, and Hopper by her side looking ready to take on the world. The setting, that same military base with those ominous red lights blinking. This is no ordinary 11 meltdown. Something big is going down, and I'm betting Vecna's behind it. Here's the deal. 11's powers have always been her strength, but Vecna knows her weaknesses. He's probably messing with her mind, just like he did with Max, trying to break her spirit. The nosebleed and panic suggest she's pushing her powers to the limit, maybe fighting Vecna telepathically or trying to save someone like Will. Hopper's presence is key. He's her rock, and seeing them together screams father-daughter team up. But what are they facing? A leaked rumor suggests 11 might team up with her sister Kali, remember her from Season 2, to take on Vecna at this very military base, possibly to rescue Will. My theory, Vecna's targeting both 11 and Will, the two characters most connected to the Upside Down. At the military base he gets the ultimate 2-for-1 deal, his gold and silver, as the saying goes. 11's panic could stem from Vecna's mind games or a direct confrontation where he's stronger than ever. Maybe he's using Will as bait to lure 11 into a trap. Hopper's there to ground her, but this moment feels like a turning point where 11 realizes she needs help, possibly from Kali. The rumor about Kali and 11 fighting Vecna together, it fits perfectly here, especially if Will's been taken to the Upside Down. Now let's talk about the creepiest part of the teaser, that larva-covered wall and a nucleus-like egg in the Upside Down. What in the Demogorgon is that? It looks like Vecna's been busy cooking up some new nightmare fuel. The egg and larvae suggest he's breeding a new creature, something massive, maybe even a new version of the Mind Flayer. The scale of this thing is terrifying. If this is just the baby, imagine what the adult version looks like. We also see 11 and Hopper in this scene, still in the same clothes from the military base, which means this moment happens right after Vecna's attack. My theory? After Vecna snatches Will and drags him to the Upside Down, 11 and Hopper follow through one of the open gates to rescue him. They stumble upon this grotesque creature factory where Vecna's building an army of monsters to overrun Hawkins. That nucleus egg? It could be the embryo of a new Mind Flayer level threat, or maybe a whole swarm of creatures born from those larvae. Here's where it gets wild. A leak suggests 11 and Kali team up in the Upside Down to save Will. If Kali shows up, this could be the moment where they confront Vecna's new creation. 11's powers, combined with Kali's illusion abilities, could be the key to destroying this monster nursery before it's too late. But the stakes are high. Vecna's stronger in the Upside Down, and 11's already struggling. This scene feels like a setup for a massive battle, possibly in Volume 2, rumored for Christmas Day 2025, where our heroes face their darkest hour. Let's not forget Holly Wheeler, Mike's little sister, who's clutched in Karen's arms, looking terrified. This moment feels significant, especially with a leaked behind-the-scenes photo showing Holly with Henry Creel, also known as Vecna. Is Holly about to become a major player in Season 5? My gut says yes. Vecna's always targeted vulnerable people, and Holly's the perfect candidate, young, innocent, and tied to the core group. So here's my theory. Holly might actually go missing, just like Will did back in Season 1. And that could totally set off a chain of events that pulls the Wheeler family even deeper into the fight. You know, the episode titled The Vanishing of could actually be about Holly, not just Will. Maybe Vecna kidnaps her to manipulate Mike or Nancy, or maybe she's got some kind of hidden connection to the Upside Down that we just don't know about yet. The leaked photo with Henry Creel, yeah, it really suggests she's caught in his web, possibly as a pawn in his larger plan. This could be the emotional gut punch that rallies the gang for the final battle. So, what's the grand plan for Season 5? Based on the teaser and leaks, we're in for a season that's bigger, darker, and more emotional than ever. The Upside Down is bleeding into Hawkins, Vecna's building a monstrous army, and our heroes are fighting for their lives. Will's scream and potential sacrifice feel like the heart of the story, tying back to his Season 1 trauma. 11's struggle, Hopper's resolve, and the new creature threat suggest a climactic battle that'll test everyone's limits. Holly's involvement and a possible time loop, those red lights and floating figures are giving me some serious timey-wimey vibes. The Duffer Brothers are pulling out all the stops. The release schedule is the cherry on top. Volume 1 drops November 26, 2025, Volume 2 on Christmas, and Volume 3 on New Year's Eve. That's 3 epic doses of Stranger Things to close out the year, and honestly I'm already stocking up on tissues and snacks. My big prediction? Season 5 will blend heart-wrenching sacrifice, looking at you, Will, with a massive, reality-bending showdown. The military base attack and upside-down creature factory are setting up a war that'll make Season 4's finale look like, just a warm-up. And with the gang, Mike, Dustin, Lucas, 11, Hopper, and maybe Kaylee, united, we're getting the ultimate fight for Hawkins' soul.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.